Starting to read is such an exciting time in a child's life. It's super exciting, but can also be intimidating. So Usborne Books and More has some amazing sets for teaching kids to learn how to read, starting them out when they're just dipping their toes in and starting to learn how to read all the way to when they're trying to progress further, build their skills, build their stamina and confidence. So I'm going to walk you through the different sets because we have several available and talk about the value of them, what's included in them, and kind of how much they grow with a child. So I'm going to start off showing you our largest set that grows with the child the longest. So the English language is made up of 44 phonemes or sounds. So these first beginning books introduce those sounds with each book dedicated to some of those sounds and the combinations of them. And then the books, as they go on, introduce more of those, progress more and more in difficulty. So I'll show you some of those books. The very first books are super simple. They also employ something called shared reading, which is where there is a part for the adult or teacher or older sibling to read, and then a part for the child to read that's a little bit simpler that teaches them those phonemes. So just really simple part for the adult to read and then really simple text for the child to read. So these first books are all that shared reading aspect. The latter books, 8 and on, the children do read themselves. These next books, they progress even a little bit further to about a first grade reading level where a child is reading these all themselves and just kind of simple sentences just to help them gain confidence with really cute pictures. All these books are really funny and colorful and make learning to read very fun. The next books, they go a step further. They start introducing different spellings of words, more difficult words to help a child gain more skill and more stamina and more confidence. So I'll show you an example of one of those. This is the next level up. So just a little bit more challenging words, more challenging sentences to help them gain more confidence and just increase their skills. So this this set contains 50 books total. 50 paperback books. So kind of a step down from this set, which is this kind of first beginning level, we have our very first reading set. These are actually 15 hardcover books, really popular set. So the My First Reading Library is $79.99, and this set is $69.99. So the My First Reading Library is definitely a better value as it grows, a lot more books, grows more. But this is those kind of early beginning to read books. I'll show you the first one in the series is Pirate Pat. It has that same shared reading aspect where the adult or older child or sibling or the teacher reads that part, and then the child reads this part. And both in the My First Reading Library and the very first reading set, there are some kind of challenges in the back to test a child's reading comprehension. So they won't know that their reading comprehension is being tested. So it's really fun for them, but you can kind of see how much they're absorbing from these books when they're maybe ready to move on to the next book in the set. Another set that we have is the Usborne Starting to Read Pack. And what this is, it goes about up to this level right here in this set. It has more books that are on that beginning level. It's has a little case with it. It's 8 paperback books. It has Pirate Pat in it as well, Double Trouble, and some other books. It kind of keeps them on a very early level. So there's a few more books, but starting them off a little bit earlier. And then there's also an alphabet chart in the book. And then there is an activity book as well with reward stickers in it. Just tips for parents, activities and challenges that you can do to test their reading comprehension. So this Starting to Read Pack is really cool. And like I said, it kind of is this level about right here in the very first reading set. So it's always a good idea when your child is starting to learn how to read, and even pre-reading, to have some phonics readers around the house. And we have some we sell these phonics readers separately, but we also have these collections of 6 of our phonics readers. So our phonics readers are normally $6.99, and you can get a set of 6 books for $14.99. So definitely an awesome value. I'll show you inside. this. So these stories are great, and they can kind of introduce younger, like toddlers and preschoolers, to phonics and sight words, and they use rhyming and alliteration. So they can be just great little stories to kind of get them acquainted with phonics, rhythm, rhyme, things like that, that will definitely help assist them when they're learning to read themselves. Plus, they'll just really enjoy the stories. They're really, really cute. So for those sets, we have Cow Takes a Bow and Other Tales, and Raccoon on the Moon and Other Tales. And both of these contain 6 phonics readers. So these are all of the sets that we have. Definitely feel free to ask any questions about them. We have some great materials for learning how to read. So I hope you see something here that is going to help you and your child explore that together.